80% of a river system, one signature, two nuclear neighbors. That 80% figure secures the water supply for hundreds of millions of people in Pakistan. And right now, the 65-year-old treaty that locked in that number is under the most serious pressure it has ever faced. Here is the specific detail most headlines skip. India didn't just threaten the treaty, it declared the whole agreement in abeyance. And a court in The Hague ruled that move illegal. India then called that ruling illegal and void. Two countries, two legal positions, neither moving. September 19, 1960, Karachi. Indian Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru and Pakistani President Muhammad Ayub Khan signed the Indus Waters Treaty. The World Bank brokered it. 6 rivers split between two countries. India took the 3 eastern rivers, the Beas, the Ravi, and the Sutlej. Pakistan took the 3 western rivers, the Indus, the Chenab, and the Jhelum. 3 rivers each. Sounds balanced. It isn't. The eastern rivers, India, received carry 33 million acre-feet of water annually. The western rivers, Pakistan, received carry 135 million acre-feet. India walked away with roughly 20% of the entire Indus Basin's flow. Pakistan walked away with 80%. The reason wasn't generosity, it was geography. The western rivers flowed directly through Pakistani territory. Pakistan's agriculture, its cities, its entire downstream civilization had been built around those rivers for centuries. The World Bank's logic was simple. Cutting off that water would have been catastrophic. India kept the rivers it actually needed for Punjab. Pakistan kept the rivers it depended on for everything else. And the deal held. It survived the 1965 war between India and Pakistan. It survived the 1971 war. It outlasted decades of crises that shredded most international agreements. In international law circles, the Indus Waters Treaty became famous as one of the most resilient bilateral deals ever written. Then came the Pahalgam attack. A terror attack in Kashmir killed 26 tourists. India's response was to declare the treaty in abeyance, linking water rights to cross-border terrorism for the first time in the treaty's history. Pakistan took the dispute to the Permanent Court of Arbitration in The Hague. The court issued a unanimous ruling. India could not suspend the treaty unilaterally. India rejected that ruling entirely, arguing the court had no legal authority to rule in the first place. The World Bank, which brokered the original deal, has no enforcement mechanism. It cannot compel either side. Strip away the legal language and what remains is this. Pakistan's agriculture, its food security, and the water supply for one of the largest irrigation systems on earth all depend on a treaty that India has now openly challenged. The 1960 negotiators built a deal designed to survive war. What they didn't anticipate was one party questioning whether the treaty could be permanently insulated from everything else happening between two countries. That question is now on the table. The Permanent Court of Arbitration says the treaty is in force. India says that ruling is void. And Pakistan's public appeal this week is a sign that Islamabad knows exactly what is at stake. Subscribe if stories like this are what you came here for. The Indus Waters Treaty survived 2 full-scale wars. Whether it survives a terror attack in Pahalgam may depend less on rivers and more on what happens next in Kashmir.